Today is June 27th, and there's a new Black Ops 2 patch. So I wanted to talk a little bit about it. There's a couple things taken away, new features added. Mostly it's bug fixes, though. So let's get into it. The first thing is arms race is gone. So if you weren't familiar with that playlist, basically it would give you 150 points per kill. And it was similar to playing Kill Confirmed, except you didn't have to collect the tags to get the full 150 points. It was a fun playlist, and I'm sorry to see it go. The reason I liked it so much was that it added a new strategy to TDM, which was really the team that really got into their high score streaks first was really the team that was probably going to win the team deathmatch. So I'm sorry to see that go. I thought it was a little bit of fun. It's back to regular TDM for me. And, oh well, I'm sure that something new is going to come out. Probably that's why they got rid of it, because with the new Vengeance DLC coming out very soon, I'm guessing that they were just making room for some new playlists. So the next thing that they fixed was a bug where your reticles and camos would change or disappear while you were playing. I saw this quite often, especially with reticles when I was using, like, especially the DLC reticles. You know, they would just kind of randomly change while you were playing, and to be honest with you, it was a little bit distracting. After a while, I kind of got used to it, and I never really expected them to fix it. I didn't know it was that common a bug, but apparently it was, and they fixed it. Another bug they fixed was where a player could run away with the bomb in Search and Destroy or Demolition. I saw this a couple of times on the internet or on YouTube. I never actually saw it happen during a game, but they fixed it. It's over. That's good. Another one that they fixed is that apparently there was a bug where you could become invincible for a short period of time. I think I saw a video of this on YouTube. Again, it wasn't really invincibility, though. What it was you were running around and you had a character, but you couldn't be shot. You couldn't shoot anybody, even though your gun looked like it was working. And I don't think it was super common. I only saw one video of it on YouTube. I'm sure there's others out there. But they fixed it, and that's good. They also fixed an exploit where community players could receive a secondary weapon in their primary slot and create a class. This, again, I never saw this one. I'm glad they fixed it. They also fixed an issue where a friendly stealth chopper would attack a friendly AGR in free-for-all. So if you had a stealth chopper and an AGR equipped as your score streaks in free-for-all, the stealth chopper would actually attack your AGR, which is counterproductive. They fixed that. They also fixed a map exploit on Turbine that allowed players to hide inside of a rock. I hate when people do this kind of stuff. Like, I understand that if it's in the game, people are going to exploit it, but man, I cannot stand that kind of stuff. That was really common in some of the older Call of Duty games. And to be honest with you, that's one of the reasons that Call of Duty has gotten better and better every year, because that kind of stuff has really been fixed for the most part. What else did they do? They fixed an issue where the emblems and calling cards were not updating for a second profile signed into a split-screen user. Yeah, I never even heard of this one. I can't imagine that it's that common. I guess if you play a lot of split-screen, then you might see that kind of stuff, but not a big deal. They also fixed an issue with the new text appearing next to personalized weapon prompt when there was nothing new. So if you went into your create a class and wanted to personalize your weapon, it would keep showing new even though there was nothing new there. That's a bug, and it's an annoying one. I can't stand that little new thing that pops up. So I always feel compelled to go find what's new. And sometimes I couldn't find it, and it was a little frustrating. I'm glad they fixed this one. This one actually personally affected me. Man, you talk about a minor fix, though. That's a minor fix. It reminds me of, what was that game called? Gran Turismo 2, where if you tried to complete that game, it had a countdown to say, like, you have completed 80% of this game or 90% of this game. You couldn't ever actually get the game to play, say 100%, because there was a bug that would just say 99.9%. You can never actually finish the game, which was annoying to a lot of people. Not to me. I'm not that much of a completionist, but yeah, you could see how that could be annoying. There's also some zombie stuff addressed. I'm not a big zombie player, so I'll go over this really briefly. They resolved an issue with where downs received in a solo match counted as deaths on the global leaderboards. They fixed an issue that prevented the host from launching a grief or turn custom game. Mob of the Dead, they addressed an issue reported by the community where players could avoid zombie attacks in corners and near perk machines. They addressed an issue reported by the community where players could activate the electric chair on the bridge while being in last stand. They also addressed an issue reported by the community where players could reach the top of the closed gate at the docks. And they fixed a issue where players would die when boarding the gondola at the docks. They also fixed an issue with the M1927 that caused it to do lower damage at mid-range. An issue where the sniper tower trap could fire on players. Screenshots would be distorted or corrupted when saved. And multiple map holes players could enter to enter unplayable sections of the map. So altogether, you know, it's mostly a bug fix patch, except for that they got rid of one of my favorite playlists, and I'll miss it. You know, hopefully Arms Race will make a return at some point. I remember with Modern Warfare 3, they introduced a new playlist with a new map pack that was really made for smaller teams, like maximum 3 players per team. And I'm kind of hoping that Treyarch will do something like this toward the end of life for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. We'll have to see. You know, they don't like to talk about their future plans too much. Even them announcing DLC really comes right before it happens. So we'll see. If you guys like this video, hit that like button. You know, I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. I make new videos all the time. I hope you'll enjoy them. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, up on the screen right now are a couple videos you might enjoy. On the left-hand side, I'm just a video I'm talking about the Vengeance DLC. On the right-hand side, a video I made about will your old gaming headset work with the new console? So the answer is actually pretty tricky on this, so take a look at the video if you want to find out. Bye.